Hey everyone, Chef Lee here at the American Range Kitchen. I'm super excited to share this recipe with you today. We're gonna do a mushroom and asparagus frittata. Basically what a frittata is kind of like a quiche with no crust. So we're just talking about super fresh vegetables, great flavors, the eggs, all that gets baked in the oven. And it's one of those recipes that are super simple to make, but still have that wow factor that everybody looks at it and goes, that looks pretty incredible. Let's get started. We have our vegetables here. We have asparagus, we have mushrooms, and that's gonna be the base for our dish, including some leeks. And then the eggs, it's all gonna come together super nicely. So first things first, let's chop some vegetables. So you definitely want to make sure that your leeks are super clean and no mud is in there so it doesn't get in the food. And once you have that happening, good to go with chopping up the leeks. They take the longest to cook, so we're going to start with the leeks, then go in with the mushroom and the asparagus. So you grab your asparagus and you want to snap the bottom, and all you do is grab the bottom, grab the top, and just quick snap. And boop, quick and easy. You just do those, few of the asparagus stems. So the asparagus, just easy on a diagonal. It just looks a little nicer like that. Got a good amount here. Mushrooms. Everybody says never wash a mushroom. I say wash it if you're about to use it right away. So we're gonna give these a quick rinse, get rid of some mud, chop, and right into the pan. And I'm gonna give it a fairly rough chop here. I don't want them to get completely disintegrated in the frittata. I want a little bit of texture. So we're doing kind of rough chops. And you basically want equal amounts of mushroom to asparagus. And we're going into the pan. 1 clove of garlic, nice whack, and the peel comes right off. So a nice mince on our garlic, and into the pan. Okay, so we have our goat feta here that we're going to crumble in, and some salt and pepper. Now the feta itself is salty naturally, so you want to be pretty sparing with the salt just to make sure that it's not overly salted. But we have a really nice mix here, and then the reason why we're seasoning the eggs is that basically we want an even distribution of all the seasonings and the cheese inside the pan. So our mix here is ready to go, and the last thing that we're missing that needs to go into the pan is our spinach. So a nice bunch of spinach goes into our pan. And you really don't want to overcook the spinach. You just want to slightly wilt it, and it'll lose a little bit of its volume and create some more room for the eggs. So raise the heat just a little bit in the pan here. And then a really cool feature about these range top is that you really have perfect control over the heat. So you can go really high, and then you can go really, really low, and then everything in between. So you're getting absolute control about what's happening in the pan. And right here, I want to crank it just a little bit higher to a medium. And then I see that my spinach is nicely wilted. All my vegetables are good. And we're ready for the eggs. So we have 10 eggs here. So we're looking to feed 4 or 5 people easily. And what I'm doing right now is making sure that my mix of eggs and cheese and vegetables is even. And then at the same time, making sure that we're not going to get any sticking to the pan, because the real wow factor here is, cross fingers, everything gets flipped over and releases from the pan super nice and super smooth. So I can see that the edges of the pan here are starting to get cooked. The inside is obviously still raw, and that's why we're going to go into the oven. So our frittata is ready to come out of the oven. All right, looking beautiful. What I want to do now, and it's still hot, it got a little inflated, which is nice, and I want to separate gently the sides of the frittata from the pan, and I see that it's releasing pretty nice, so that's a good sign. And now, deep breath. I'm going to take a plate, and the plate's going to go on top of the pan. I'm going to go for the dramatic flip. Cross your fingers. One hand on the pan, one hand on the plate. And a little shake for good luck. All right, we got it. Whew. Good news. Okay, so I'm gonna slide it onto my board here. All right, let's slice into here. Let's get in here. Basically slicing it like a pie, right? Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it smells incredible. And you see the layers, you see the specks of asparagus, the cheese, the mushroom, a little bit of the spinach, all wrapped in the egg. That looks awesome. Get out a little bit more cheese if we want, just on top of the veg. And just for a final quick touch, I have some Italian parsley here. I'm just gonna tear it by hand. Mushroom and asparagus frittata, beautiful stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really hungry. I mean, the smell of this is absolutely amazing. And it really is such a smart and easy way to serve a great breakfast. It can even be lunch or dinner, even served cold. I mean, it can actually be so versatile. If you don't want mushrooms, asparagus, you got some bell peppers, some sun-dried tomatoes, any kind of herb that goes super well with this. And any way you like your eggs, put it in the frittata. Let's taste it. Nice firm texture, which is what you're looking for. I mean, it's such great flavor. So once again, mushroom asparagus frittata here in the American Range Kitchen. And I mean, the equipment is absolutely fantastic. You have the range top, which provides great control over the heat that's happening in the pan. The wall oven with the French doors, super convenient. Go try it at home, leave some comments to the video, and I'm excited to show you some more recipes next time from the American Range Kitchen.